Hi, come check us out sometime. A visit wouldn't hurt. Well, about damn time. I'll be honest, I had a really awkward feeling these 20 minutes while I was alone. I'll explain in the community at some point. Oh, after the stream. So, it appears that instead of having a 10-minute buffer, we had a 20-minute one. That's new. Right. I'm not even sure where to begin ever since I stopped doing those episodes specifically. Now it's just me doing these highlights and there's pretty much no progress anymore. And yeah, ever since I dropped that episode in Season System, I have been playing in this world off stream. I'm enjoying it. So I guess off stream this is what I did. I moved everything from here into the TARDIS and have been improving it ever since. And yeah, I brought some friends here. There we go. Small cat. Yeah. In the past 2 weeks when I didn't stream at all, I just want to quickly just get it off my chest, I completely felt like ass and I didn't feel like streaming at all in the last weekend, and then we had like the Saturday. Yeah, we had Saturday 2 weeks ago, that's where I also didn't stream, so it was only that Friday, and that stream was rather silent. And that silent stream kind of fucked me up. And that's actually one of the reasons why I didn't do anything after that until now. I don't stream to an empty audience, it's not how I work. It's so awkward to me. I know this is supposed to be a hobby, that it shouldn't really bother me. But for some reason it does bother me. Like I always fantasized about like streaming and doing this, and then reality hit me. No one's watching you most of the time. And then that hits like a truck. But yeah, in those 2 weeks, I've transported some villages here. I have a library here. And an automated tree farm. Let me just quickly disable this, so we can get a bit of performance. Yeah, that's kind of better. Oh yeah, about this. I did some quote-unquote off-stream grinding here, which yeah, I now have this. Fun. Wait, Gabriel is probably not known to everyone, right? Like, I probably introduced him like off stream as well, like when no one was watching. We had like Timothy in the first and the second episode. Yeah, about Timothy. Timothy's gone. Timothy's no more. Timothy died. He's fucking dead. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Timothy in the first place. Like, I've had him in the TARDIS, and he was just roaming around the corridors. And I then just assumed that he kind of like unloaded in a certain chunk, so I went all around here looking for Timothy. But then I never found Timothy ever again. So we're just gonna assume that Timothy's either missing or died somewhere. It is unfortunate. I mean, Gab and Timothy like existed at the same time. I don't know. Yeah, so here we have a library with certain stations. And we have a list here, which each station offers. We got like Fortune 3, Silk Touch, Bending, Protection. Yeah. There was this one time where I was transporting villagers into the TARDIS, and one specifically went here and went into the field to get themselves killed. Yes, this right here is not exactly OSHA approved. Yeah, kinda does look like a lab. Not even sure what we what I even did in the last episode, because I would like to actually summarize what happened off camera. Because I could quickly check that out if VOC decides to load. Thanks for the hi. But yeah, let me quickly see. Yeah. Okay, so I had one episode here which was... there we go. Yeah, we had this episode specifically. Oh yeah, when I mentioned your professions, it's been many years and you mentioned that you keep learning stuff. It's been it has been so long, and you keep on learning and learning, and you keep on going to certain schools and apprenticeships. And I'm confused, how long are you going to study? Sometimes even my mother asks me what are they still doing, and I just say they're still studying, and then she says, how long are they going to study? What are they even doing? Not in a negative way. I remember that we both finished school, right? And then since then you have been studying further. And so I'm basically confused. Oh yeah, a little to-do list here. Some of the things that I still have to do. I often end up not doing anything, so I specifically made a list for this stream. So I don't walk around in circles doing nothing. Goobers. Well, let's see, we could definitely start off with Barrett, but... oh, that would require me to find a rabbit. And I still haven't found any. No, I did find 2 at one point. They're so rare for some reason. It's likely that I may need to find a desert, because I know a lot of rabbits tend to spawn in a desert. Right, I removed all the dirt here. But yeah, I will actually like listen to your advice with the like flexible schedules and like not specifically stream at this time of the day each week and Saturday. Try to be more flexible. Damn. Honestly, with my ADHD, I know I could have done any of that. Like, sure, I did try my best with the software development apprenticeship, but ultimately I just... Well, I didn't quit willingly. How do you, like, say that? That one word. There's this word I'm looking for. Well, all I can say is that I didn't quit, like, willingly. Before I got, like removed from the apprenticeship, I got diagnosed with ADHD, and so I said, hey, I got ADHD, I can no longer take this apprenticeship because it took like a pretty big mental toll on me. And so they just kind of like signed me off, and like the whole document said that the apprenticeship cannot continue due to my health, pretty much. And from there, I have been on pension ever since. Yeah. Skills that I utilize for personal projects. Wow. But yeah, ferret, that means finding a desert. I see no... Actually, what's this? It's only a beach. I may have an idea. I'm finally gonna use the TARDIS on stream for once. Oh yeah, and these performance issues, I don't actually have them while like playing off this off stream, like having OBS and the Archet open. Oh, I can see why it would lag like this. But I hope it actually like looks fine on stream. Doesn't cause too much discomfort. This one? That's the pilot that helps me along with piloting. Piloting the ship. Ah, and I already forgot what I wanted to do. Alright, yeah, beach. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he'll do something once we start flying. 4195. Okay, we got that. 80 here. We got 193. Wait, that's supposed to be negative. 93. There we go. Now I can actually like do the thing. Ah, there we go. And this is a distant horizons bug, which always occurs when I start flying the TARDIS. Don't know. Don't care. I just tend to just shut it off when I'm in the TARDIS most of the time. Okay. And yeah, you can see he's like fine doing his work. Yeah. I really like this like resource pack which gives each mob like animated eyes and like smooth animations. Ah, there we go. Perfect landing on a tree. You know, apart from having like this stress, like when I stream like alone, I tend to have like this unsettling feeling. I guess at the same time, I also kind of have like this stress coming from these whole performance issues that I often get during streaming. And I think, who wants to watch like this slideshow of a shit show, right? Where the FPS drops so dramatically that it's so painful to watch. Like even right now, my avatar is just slow. Yeah, true, but I actually have been like considering to get a desktop PC, which costs about 6,000 euro. If I were to get it right now, I would just have to pay monthly, but then the total price would increase by like an additional 1,000, which I do not want to pay. Look, my laptop is like 2K, right? And it's struggling running like all these streamer related stuff. Like sure, it's good for like playing some heavy video game or like a demanding one. But when you start streaming, it's awful. That's my problem here. So what I'm basically trying to say is that I'm trying to get a specific PC that is like, you know, specifically designed for streaming. Rabbit? I mean, yeah, a laptop is much more like limited. And it throttles even more. Despite the laptop having like an RTX 4070, it's still like, it doesn't have its like full like performance compared to an actual like graphics card for a tower PC. Oh, okay, there we go. There it is. What okay. But no, it's true. If you have like two PCs, a laptop and a desktop PC that have the same specs, the laptop is going to be much weaker than the desktop. Because when a laptop overheats, it cannot like cool itself properly compared to a desktop PC, from what I know. Like I sometimes think about my laptop. Yeah, I got a good CPU and a good graphics card, but ultimately, the fact that it's a laptop, it's still biting me. Give me your meat. I mean, it's not entirely bad. Windows 10 is still good, but then I can yeah, the security updates, that will never like... Did that stop already? Like, did Windows 10 stop like receiving security updates at this point? Okay, so there's more rabbits there, huh? I suppose I never like bothered to check a biome like this and just assumed that rabbits were rare. I hope that this is enough. Pen. Oh, a screwdriver actually. But yeah, I have to be honest, like my avatar being displayed at 1 or 2 FPS, it bothers me so much. But there's like really, there's nothing I can do until I get a proper PC at some point. Okay, so now what we have left to do is actually finding a ferret. I just hope that this meat is enough. That's what they think. Then we can finally like cross that off the list. But yeah, I think that this is like a good idea. Where I have like a to-do list before every stream. Casually doing other things in this world while I don't stream. And then by the end of like my session, I just do a to-do list, and then I can have like a prepared to-do list for the stream. Makes sense, right? Yeah. The two devices thing. This is actually what some people actually do. People use one PC like to run their OBS and VTubing application, and then they use like what was it called? A capture card to like to transfer the like gameplay from the PC that you're playing on to the other PC that is recording. I mean, I do have a PC, but is it really worth setting up? Because then you have like two separate systems that you have to like set up properly, like to like I think if I were to do that, I would need to. Oh god, that's so complicated, I bet. Because I know that if I were to record from my other PC, then I would have to like reconnect my whole like microphone, stream decks, and everything else to that PC. Unless I don't know really. I thought about this a lot, and I consider just sticking to one system, because I feel like that's going to be so complicated. Also, I hope I'm not loud. Okay, good to know. That's perfect. I basically added a bunch of gain to the microphone because I tend to speak very quiet, but sometimes I tend to raise my voice and then it just peaks. And the volume just then it just gets unpleasant to listen to. But I usually try to speak quiet. I speak quiet, but my microphone makes it louder, so my quiet voice is actually perceived properly. Yeah, I can picture it. From what I know, I think there were some ferrets near my home. Yeah, I get the reference. Oh yeah, there we have a ferret. Even 4, 5, 6. Oh, we have different variants here. Oh wait, that's an opossum. Wait, ferret? That's a weasel. Then I might have like mistaken the name. What are you doing? Yeah, we have like this brown one, then let's see, maybe we can find another variant as well. Damn. I mean, if you enable emote only, that means like no one can actually like chat and only set emotes. Hmm. Okay. I suppose I'm gonna go for the brown one. Now I just have to hope that... Oh, there we go. I have been waiting for this moment for a longest time. Now we wait. And there's the TARDIS. Wham. There we go. But yeah, something I also wanna add in terms of streaming, like the reason why I have like no confidence most of the time is because like at the same time I think that my layout is kind of bland and it's not really like, I don't know, some people just have like their like camera in some corner and they're doing fine. But I think when it comes to me, there needs to be some kind of like visual aesthetic here. Like for instance, we have like this chat here, like this futuristic looking one with transparency mask where you have like a part of the chat missing. But then there was like this other chat that I've been working on. It's let me show you if I can find it. JTE chat widget. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. Why is it not displaying anything here? It should be displaying something. Unless I need to go live in Visual Studio, which is commonly the case. Just so I can demonstrate this real quick. Go live. Yeah, there it is. Look at this. So initially it says like waiting for messages when like no one has chatted. When the stream starts. I kind of want to like make it like minimized when there's no messages. So it's just like a thin bar. And then when someone sends a message, the chat just expands. And then looks like this basically. I like where this style is going. But yeah, this chat is entirely made from scratch. Then you have like this whole script that hooks into Twitch's API to receive the messages and puts them into the chat. Yeah. But yeah, back to... Get down the X and he punched... Oh well. Right, I forgot, like I have like pet protection, so if I punch a pet it just doesn't take damage. But the hit, it still registers, so if I punch a villager, I will get negative reputation either way despite them not losing any health. So I still want to be like careful not punching villagers by accident. Why does it look so brain dead? What are your thoughts? What are you thinking? Oh god. Don't look at me like that. But yeah, let's see. Okay, tame a ferret. Assemble train tracks. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was scary. But yeah, what I wanted to do next at one point was like setting up train tracks. Like yeah, it actually belongs to this build a railroad bridge. Because I wanted to build a train network. And then you have like a train going in a loop like around the world. Just like several stations at the same time. And then you have like a mob just following a schedule and stopping at each station. Well, let's see. Deploy an iron nugget, another iron nugget, and then just press it. Okay. Well, okay, if we are going to build like a proper factory, let me just take every create component that I have. Put that there. Okay. But where would we even like process all of that? I guess what I would want to do is like have a specific room act as the power source, and then if we have like shafts like exiting the rooms and going to other rooms that have like create contraptions in them. I was also initially like thinking about making a steam engine, but I haven't come that far, and I still don't know how to make steam engines in the first place. So I guess right now we would have to rely on water wheels. You know, as you said steam, I had the instinct like to press a soundboard button that like would play Valve's intro, but I don't have that, unfortunately. Well, I technically could set up like a soundboard on a stream deck, but I'm kind of lazy when it comes to that. Well, not lazy. I would do that, I just keep forgetting. Yeah. But I guess that's actually... I don't know, I need a lot of space. I don't necessarily want to like dig a hole into the floor so I can hide a bunch of water wheels. Okay, let's just do it, like, temporarily. In any case, I could just like improve it off stream then. Okay. So I guess I'll... Yeah, let's put the power source here. So my idea is that every like room would have its own power source. I know that I said that I want to have like a specific room dedicated to be like the main power source, and it would look like go through the corridors and connect to other rooms. But at the same time also think about what if like each room also had like a power source. And so then if each room has its own power source and these power sources connect, the stress units would just stack together, and that would just benefit the contraptions in the long run, right? So I suppose let's go for that. Ah, I forgot the chest. Sheep. There we go. I'm not paying company taxes. For legal reasons, that is a joke. Yeah, so we have these water wheels. And I suppose what we want to do, using gear ratios, we're going to create a bunch of stress at the bottom. Then you have like these gears coming up from big to small. Big, small, big, small, yeah. And then you have like the slowest spinning gear at the bottom, and then at the top you have like a very fast gear. And this is where our power is gonna come from. Okay. The problem with these water wheels, however, is that they take up a 3x3 space, so we have to make space for the water sources as well. So then we can basically do this, and then it just spins like so. That too. But for now, I actually need to make space for it. But how far do we want to even go? Huh. If we have 16 big water wheels, then we obviously go 16 blocks down, but then we also have to consider the amount of gear ratios that we have to apply. Actually, wait, I could do the math up here. I'm gonna take one wheel and just spin it. Now let's see how much it actually like generates. So what if we do this? Okay, so yeah, okay, that doubles. So this is like 4, that's 8, that means this is 16. Okay, I'm right. So 4, 8, 16, 42. So that's 64. It's 120, right? Okay. Okay, but I wonder how like fast the water contraption spins that I built a while ago. The one that uses, yeah, this one here. Oh, okay. I mean, the speed also kind of matters here, because if it's too fast, it will accumulate, like it depletes more stress units that way. So we also have like to be smart with the speed. Because let's say we have like 2 machines connected to the same source at the same, like at this speed, they would do fine. But if you increase the speed, they would no longer work. So we have to be smart with the speed. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. So we'll go 16 down, and that's like 21 blocks down. Okay. I already forgot 21. I have no idea what my 2 last brain cells are doing. What is it, 22 or 25? So it is 21, okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh wow, okay. That's so deep down. And I don't have any water to swim up. That's fine. I'm not even sure if we like need that many wheels. Okay. Wait, am I doing it right? Big, small, big, small, big, small. I get confused really fast. Big, small. Okay, I just realized if I do it like this, then the fastest gear will be, well, it won't be in the center. So I guess what we want to do is actually add 6 layers of gears. Right. It is. I know how this works, but I tend to make it like so much more complicated for myself at times with no reason. Damn it, I didn't mean to pin that. What are the odds that I mistakenly like misclick outside of Minecraft into OPS and then pin a message? Wow. So big, small, big, I think this should be good now. Yeah, now we have like the fastest wheel in the center here. And yeah, it was kind of funny. Okay, so now I can actually cover these up. And this is where like the power source will like come out. I'll just cover this. Right. And now we just have to dig the hole for the water wheels. Which totally won't be painful. Well, or tedious. Oh, wait a minute. I screwed up. Yeah, there's no connection for the water wheel at the bottom. Usually when you use the casing to cover a gear, like as you can see here, it has like this opening up here. If I use a gear and encase it in this way, it will just cover the top. But if I do this, add like an extension here, and then cover it, it will have an opening. And that's something I didn't do at the bottom. So that's kinda my fault there. So I think we may have to actually redo the whole this cog system here. Okay, so that big cog wasn't connected at the like to this one, so that's good. But where did the gear go? It fell down the hole. Ah, pain. Ah, very funny. Okay, okay. Now we can actually cover this up. And still have the connection at the bottom. Yeah, there we go. And now we actually start connecting the wheels. However, we need like holes in the walls so we can actually have like a water source for them. However, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not going to say the last number. But in what direction would the wheels even spin? Huh. Okay, now we just have to go 6 more down. Then we can actually like place these down. Just to make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah! Kinda screwed myself over not saying 7. Ah! But I'm also not saying it out of spite because I hate that meme. Okay, I think that's enough. I think so. Well, let's actually get to the wheels. Oh, that is so cursed. I forgot that I don't have an infinite source of water. Damn. Well, let's get some more, I suppose. Okay. I must not forget to like implement breaks as well. But honestly, I still didn't implement like a specific scene that says on break and then like a countdown till I return. And having like a away screen isn't like, it doesn't make any sense. Okay. Down we go. So this is where we're going to start placing the water. So one source goes here, wheel here. Another source goes there, another wheel here. And we're gonna keep on stacking those wheels until we reach the top. There actually is like a way to make like a power generator. There is a create add-on that I use here, which adds electronics and electricity. If I can remember where that page was. Oh yeah, there you have it. Like we have like copper wires, we have rods, we have spools, accumulator, Tesla coils. There was another like vital component. What was it? Ah yeah, there it is. The electric motor. Oh yeah, and also the alternator. But I still don't know how they even work. Like I can still... Electric motors are a compact and configured source of rotational force. Scrolling on the back panel changes the RPM of the motor's rotational output. Okay. The electric motor requires a source of energy. Okay, but what source of energy? The motor's energy wait, so... Yeah, but that doesn't explain how I need to power it in the first place. I have absolutely no clue. Ah. Well, let's do it like this way for now. Until I can like actually focus on doing it off stream. Okay. But yeah, this is the only way that I think could work at the moment. I'm not that advanced where I would build a steam engine or like make actual electricity. I still don't know how like half of the mod even works. Wait, is the water there? Oh, okay. So but at least this is going to be like reliable for a while. I don't think this is going to cause any issues. Okay. Last 3 wheels. And it already lags from all of these wheels. Yeah, there we go. Now we can go up again. Actually, I might actually cover this. Well, if it's fine, I'll quickly like finish this, and then I can also like try it like with this new format that you mentioned, because I think that going 3 hours like at this point is no longer like worth it. Like yeah, I focused on like doing Friday and Saturday, like stream for 3 hours and then quit. But I guess considering your idea with being like flexible, I can you know, I can actually like I'll just fill this up. Actually, hold on. And yeah, have a power source here now. Damn it. I think there was like that I am missing something. What am I missing? You could have sworn I had a second meter somewhere. Oh, okay, that wasn't part of the to-do list, but hey, we at least did something. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna stop here. Thanks for coming, staying all this way. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And you, Sai, enjoy your last hour of the day. But yeah, I'll see you in the next stream. Bye. Till next time. I'll check it out anyway. But yeah, goodbye. Boop.